Success is mine!
That's when you video, Drew.
I am! Alright, well, we're on our way now. Lauren's crazy.
I am not.
Anyway, we got done with our, what are they called? Split session? Breakout session? What are they called? Split session? Alright, we got done with our split sessions. Lauren, Savannah, and I, the Kurtai brothers. John, Tija, Andrew. Andrew was there?
Yeah.
Trina, Trina, Lena, Zani?
Yeah.
Zani. Anybody else?
What are you talking about?
We're there.
We're where?
In our session.
Oh no.
I was thinking about who was
Everybody minus Trina and Lena.
Yeah, for real.
All those that I just mentioned minus Trina and Lena were at the hyphen group session that we went to. And it was pretty crazy.
Ashlyn, Candace, and Emily.
Ashlyn, Candace, and Emily as well.
No!
Traffic issues.
You can't ride on red when I'm like trying to get behind you, Burton.
Do you remember who the speaker's name was? Look up the speaker's name while I'm talking to the camera. Look up the speaker's name. Okay. He showed us a bunch of photos, black and white photos from like the 30s to the 50s. He made a documentary basically about the history of the United Pentecostal Church and the Pentecostal movement. It was essentially Ken Burns style, you know, with just images, zooms, pans, whatever.
Reverend Danny Whitley.
He went through all of that, and at the very end he revealed that the photos that he showed alongside the information about the United Pentecostal Church and youth groups and the Pentecostal movement were not actually photos of religious people or of camp meeting or of Bible studies. They were actually photos from Arkansas Razorback yearbooks from the 30s to the 50s. The photos of people at camp meeting raising their hands and worshiping were actually people calling the hogs. It definitely shows the change from around that era to around this era. Back then it was almost indistinguishable, at least on the surface, regular Arkansas fans and students compared to Pentecostals, which is, you know, a lot different from now. Not only the history of Pentecost, but how society has changed, especially from like the sexual revolution, which was around the mid-60s, and how since then, like, crime has gone up, rape has gone up, the number of single mothers have gone up, welfare has gone up from the tipping point around 1963. Now over 50% of homes in the United States are supported by the US government in one way or another. But it wasn't all gloom and doom, you know, he was also trying to inspire us. Why are you taking photos of me videoing? Are you videoing me videoing? Because that's kind of counterproductive. I mean, oh, you got me. Then we went over to our general session, is that what it's being called? The main service, the church service. They started out with duct taping two guys to boards for some reason. Brother McGovern, what was his first name? What? David? Maybe? David maybe McGovern. Preached. Both him and Brother Court Chavis actually spoke at this past HYC, which I also did a bunch of vlogs on, which you can view if you click here. I did that thing that you see on YouTube videos. He did a really good job. It wasn't one of those run around the building shouting. It was actually a real humbling message, and it's good to have those pretty often. Now we're going somewhere. We don't even know. We're just following the church van. We're going to Bentonville, which is essentially Rogers 2.0 or 1.0, 1.5. Rogers 2, it's connected to Rogers. It's pretty much Rogers. For lunch and possibly shopping. Yay. I better get back to concentrating on holding on to the handles and screaming.
Whatever!
Ah! Eyes on the road. Eyes on the road.
Eyes on you, and I'm...
No, don't put your eyes on me. You can watch this later. You can see what I look like.
That homie is trying to get over here, and I'm like, no, not today.
I see you.
See you too. Okay.
Can I say, can someone please tell Brother Terry to start using his signal?
For real. Send TJ a text and be like, hey, start signaling.
We were laughing on the way up here because he kept signaling after he turned. So he would change the lane and then turn the signal on.
Trust me, we know.
Yeah. I love your brother, Terry. I give you hugs. Much respect.